So this is a no filter, totally spontaneous live about taking the pause. You know, it's the one thing that I think most people are avoiding right now, and I'm just so excited about my skincare, by the way. That's why I feel really excited to at 52 be doing this without a filter, and I want to show you what I am looking at. Because here's the thing, I was reflecting on this, that so many people right now are so caught up in being in the noise, in the distraction, and they're looking for strategy, right? They're looking for solutions. And they think it's in the noise, and really it's in this. It's in taking a pause to be in where you are designed to be, some of nature, something where you don't see other humans or buildings, somewhere where you can actually hear God's voice and you can hear the voice inside of you. And I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people are so resistant to taking the pause. They do everything they can to fill every single second because our nervous systems are hardwired and they're addicted to everything being in an action mode, in an activity mode. When actually the people who are doing all the things that you aspire to took time to do this. We take time to reflect. We take time to be in the uncomfortable silence of our own thoughts, and that's when we can really hear God. That's when we can really hear our own wisdom, and that's really when you get the downloads because listen, the strategies, the answers are all placed inside of you. Everything is. But there's this resistance to taking a pause, and I'm fascinated by it and also pretty disheartened by it. But I know that I've gone through periods like that in my own life, right? I was in burnout more times than I can count. I was in a situation that allowed me to stay in a constant hypervigilant state. And now I spend a lot of my time healing what that did, the damage that did, right? Because it does a lot of damage to your body, to your brain, to everything. And I've managed to stay fit and lean at 52. My weight really hasn't changed in 25 years. And that's because of the way that I eat. I eat high protein, I eat low glycemic, I eat moderate amount of really good fat, and I take supplements all the time. And you know what? That is the game changer. And it's the formula. And it's the rigor of working out 5 to 7 days a week. It's staying in motion every single day. It's getting my body to do what it doesn't want to do always, honestly, because a lot of times it doesn't. But I do it anyway. Why? Because I have that long-term view. And I've done so much to damage my system, to exhaust it, because I love to work. I love to do what I do, and I love to feel like I'm making progress and I'm achieving, right? I also love to be in relationship and be creative and be a woman and bake and do all the things and be glammed up and also just be, right? And to write and to express my soul. And it's about knowing all the nuances and the colors of who you are, but you're never going to get there, A, if you keep your mindset totally in a negative place, and B, if you never take time to pause and be reflective and focused on taking care of you and listening to yourself. Hey, Rebecca, great to see you. Listen, I'm curious, Rebecca. I'm talking about how so few people take time to be in a pause, to really reflect and listen to their own voice internally, and also to listen to what God is telling them while they're in that state of a pause. And so I'm really curious about what you all think, whether you agree with this or not. And I have an opportunity that's kind of a pause in a community. And it's called the Better Body Blueprint, and it's really all about a summer of you. And I'm going to let you look at nature rather than my face so that we can chat about that. So it starts this week, and it's all focused on eating the way I've really eaten my whole life. And that will keep you lean. That will keep you in a fit state, honestly. If you work out and you eat high protein, low glycemic, you are going to have a whole new body in a matter of weeks by just doing those things. You don't even have to be in a calorie restricted state. We encourage taking supplements, but you don't even have to do that. And I think it allows you to focus in on you and to focus in on the person that you may or may not have been neglecting. But let me tell you, at 52 years old, I can tell you it does not pay to neglect yourself and to stay in motion. And it also does not pay to prolong it and put it off. In fact, it keeps everything at bay. It keeps your success at bay. It keeps your wealth at bay. It keeps your relationships at bay. There is no forward motion and no abundance that can be created when you keep putting everything off. There is no time like the present. And so I'm just feeling such a passion about encouraging everybody to do the uncomfortable thing and to get in pause. And I'm walking through a huge family of ducks, to take a pause and really connect to the voice that you probably haven't taken time to listen to in a really long time, and that's your own. And once you do healing work, especially, there's no more comforting or loving space than when you're in the presence of God and when you're listening to His voice and when you're listening to your own voice. Everything you're trying to soothe and get comfortable with suddenly falls away. Because if you keep going back to the same source, they're leaving you empty and lacking. And that's because there is no substitute for doing the hard thing and shutting off all the noise and getting back to listening to your own voice. And so be a rebel, if you will, today and take a pause. So I'm going to do exactly what I'm suggesting everybody else do. We would love to have you for the Better Body Blueprint. It's going to be an amazing program. It's just a month long that'll totally transform your health and totally transform your body. It's the way that I've eaten for the last 25 years, and it's allowed me to stay in shape. And really, my weight has not gone up. It has gone down a little bit, but I am lean and I'm fit and have never felt better at 52 years old. So I can honestly say it works from a very personal place. I love you all. I appreciate you all. It's so good to see everybody on tonight. Take a pause. There's so much waiting for you there. Have a great night.